Today, I'm declaring a state of emergency in Massachusetts. Responding to this evolving health threat requires everyone to be vigilant and for everyone to be part of this effort. The highly contagious nature of this disease means that if everyone plays their part in slowing the spread down, the number of people who become infected and require medical attention doesn't spike all at once. Subject to this order, these gatherings include all community, civic, public, leisure, faith-based events, sporting events with spectators, concerts, conventions, and any similar event or activity that brings together 25 or more people in a single room or a single space at the same time. I realize these measures are unprecedented, but we're asking our residents to take a deep breath and understand the rationale behind this guidance. On behalf of the Lieutenant Governor, myself, Secretary Sutters, and the rest of us who are working this issue every day, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to the nurses and doctors and frontline medical workers and first responders for all that they do. I want to say thank you to our National Guard for getting out there every single day and providing support to our men and women in public safety and fire and EMS. And to the public sector workers at the state, federal, and local level, I want to thank you all for showing up and serving. We are doing everything we can through an incredibly messy thicket that is enormously frustrating. And, you know, I stand here as someone who has had confirmed orders for millions of pieces of gear evaporate in front of us. You know, we now have other orders that are outstanding that are probably quote unquote confirmed, but we've literally got to the point where our basic position is until the thing shows up here in the Commonwealth of Mass, it doesn't exist. Everybody deserves to have that gear. And I'm telling you, we're killing ourselves trying to make it happen.
Morning, guys. It is 3/31/2020. It's rainy, overcast, about 39 degrees. I just want you to listen. Do you hear that? It's so quiet. So this is the screening tent. I'm supposed to get screened in before going into work, and there's nobody here yet. Well, there's nobody in here. They're probably inside. I'll call them. What's up, everybody? I'm inside a screening tent for the CDC. I'm not going to say what department I'm at, but I am getting screened prior to going into work. I just wanted you to check out the inside of one of these screening tents. We get a questionnaire, we get our temperature taken. It's the state of the world. They got a light. See that right there? They got heat. How cool is that?
Good evening, sir. How you doing today?
What's up?
Can I have your first name, please?
Jason.
Today or in the past 24 hours, have you had any of the following symptoms? Fever, felt feverish, had chills, cough, or difficulty breathing?
No.
No? Have you traveled to or through any countries with the coronavirus travel advisory in the past 14 days?
No.
All right. In the past 14 days, have you had close contact with a person known to be infected with the novel coronavirus or a person that has flu or cold symptoms? I don't think so. You are clear to go, sir. You can enter the building. Thank you for your time.
Thanks very much.
You're very welcome.
All right. So I'm driving into Cumberland, Rhode Island right now to get a cup of coffee. Rumor is out-of-state licenses are getting some questions asked of them. So far there's nothing happening. Nobody's pulling me over. I don't see police anywhere. No National Guard, no state troopers. So that's a positive. No forced quarantine for me. got my coffee. And one thing we want to be sure of is if you got the pleasure of having sanitizer wipes, just be safe. You got to protect yourself and your loved ones. So just remember to sanitize your cups. And if you're in Massachusetts or Boston and you double cup like every other person in Massachusetts or Boston, you got to sanitize both cups. So make sure you get the top of the lid. Just, you know, you can't be too safe. And then don't ever make physical contact with the straw. Toilet paper's back, so that's a good sign. They've had us get a big black line on the floor, and then these signs that I just showed you posted everywhere, keeping everybody 6 tiles apart, because each tile is 1 square foot. So 6 tiles away is 6 square feet, and that's how they make us observe social distancing. Everybody's kind of staying away and shopping, and it's actually the nicest market basket experience I've had in a long time. My friend's son has been tested positive for coronavirus. And we all say, get well soon.
On my tractor. Don't talk to Daddy. Daddy, don't go on my tractor.
Day, you know what, I don't know what day it is in this whole thing. It's just been a little while. I'm speaking to you from the one of 3 places that I would be: the car, the home, or the job. You probably just watched a store update. I'll probably have another one for you soon. I'm telling my friend how to make a burger. This is just a very interesting time. As 9/11 was in my 20s, this is equivalent to that. I'm very anxious about day-to-day life. In fact, this is maybe 10 times bigger than 9/11 from a emotional standpoint. If you'll excuse me for a second. But very interesting, and this stuff will be taught in history books forever, just like 9/11. Although this is a little bit more unknown. I'm feeling fearful. I'm afraid I'll get sick and bring it back home to my family, my son, my wife, my unborn child. I'm worried. I'm anxious. I don't like not knowing who's sick, who isn't sick. Am I sick? If I get sick, will I be one of the few that don't make it? I'm grateful. I'm definitely grateful that my son is too young to understand what's happening, and he doesn't have to feel this anxiety and fear. I felt this way at 9/11, but this is much heavier. The emotions are heavier. The fear is more, because 9/11 affected an area, and this is the globe. Like, this is everyone and anyone, and it's scary, and we're all scared, and that's my point. We must continue the voice of unity. We must continue to spread positivity. Every human on earth is facing the same situation. There's only one way to deal with it. It's just to unite and lift each other up and help each other out when one of us or some of us are scared and some of us are stressed. Those of us that are pushing through that day need to help them. Obviously practice social distancing, so you might need a pole or some kind of rope to pull each other up. You all have to put your alignments, your separate sides and beliefs aside. We can't let borders become a wall. We have to erode borders, not to the point that they're gone, but to the point that we're human. We're people. Every single person on earth is a person. We all came from the same source. Whatever that may be, we all came from the same place, whether you're Asian, American, Indian, Chinese. It doesn't fucking matter, man. It doesn't fucking matter. Political alignments, Republican, Democrat, liberal, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't fucking matter. None of it. You gotta come together and work together on this, because everyone is suffering the same way. We're all lonely. We all don't understand. We're all anxious. We're all uncertain. None of us are separate in this. We're all one. We're not alone. You're not alone. We are not alone. I'm not alone. We'll get through this. See ya.